Okay. Also, the mouse is really sensitive, but that's fine. Okay. So, thank you, the glut. Okay, so time starts when I click this check mark. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the first thing we do, we drag Pepper to the police station, which took me way too long to figure out that's how you start the game. Okay, so the start, and if you're wondering, I think that was literally right there, yeah. If you're wondering why we build this first, it's because it will save time later on in the run, but it doesn't really have any purpose right now, except later in the run you'll see what I mean. So this is pretty basic. This is a regular building section. Before we actually get into it, I want to talk about the mechanics a bit. So if you've never played this, you might think that like it's a standard first-person game, and like you control WASD and mouse, but nope, it's all arrow keys, and the mouse just like selects stuff. And so if you see like the movement is like super jittery, that's just how it is. Like you'll see it in a little bit, because okay, that's done. So one of the time saves you do is you can reach things really far away, like that. Okay, so here's what I mean. Like, I kind of just jitter around. the movement's not... Oh, here's a skip. Yep. That's a roadblock. It's supposed to block us and we're supposed to go all the way around. But the programmer's really good, so you can just walk right through that. So, yeah, so it might seem really odd, the movement, but like, I don't know, you just kind of get used to it after a while. Like, it's not as bad as it seems. It just takes some time getting used to. Oh, also, with space, that's how we skip cutscenes. Another interesting thing, you can skip voice lines. So like, there should be a guy coming up, and I can just totally like cut him off. Like that. It's just like a little fun thing you can do. Okay, so up here, we have probably the worst section of the game. There's a lot of RNG in this game, actually. And this is like the run killer. Basically, all we want is like not horrible RNG. So this is the first Brickster chase. You chase him around, he drops bricks. You have to pick him up. But he can either like go a pretty short path, or he can go like all the way around like twice, and you can like lose up to like 2 minutes if you don't get good RNG. This start is not too bad, so hopefully that keeps up. Also, I changed my grip for this, so I started out, I had my right hand on the arrow keys, because I didn't have to worry about mouse, but now I have my left hand on my arrow keys and my right hand on my mouse, which is kind of awkward, but for this it's important that I can like move and click easily. So like, I'll change my grip throughout the run, which is kind of awkward, but it's just better. Okay, so we didn't drop a piece that whole time. That's not very good.
Hey, Pepper,
okay.
Did you order the brick?
Let's just hope he doesn't like go all the way around. Let's just hope he does one cycle.
Bad dude, all right. But just between you and me, I think it's kind of...
He can drop some pieces pretty fast sometimes, so let's just hope. Let's just hope for the best. Also, an interesting fact, this is technically not the first LEGO game. There's a Sega Pico game. It's just based like an early Sega kind of, I don't know, children's console, I guess you can describe it as. and that was like the very first Lego game ever. But this is like the first Lego game people actually know about, and it's oh my goodness. Yeah, that guy just does that sometimes. It's just placed a tree in front of you. But like, yeah, but this was also, I'm fairly confident this was the first ever Lego PC game. Oh, that was bad movement. Okay, if he drops like a few pieces here, he should be close and he should go to the end. Okay, I think we have one piece left. If he drops it soon, this won't be too bad. Okay, I've got a great feeling about this. Oh, come on. Okay, best scenario, he drops something and then goes straight back.
It's the mean pizza machine.
Come on. Oh, come on, please. Please drop something right here. Please. I don't want to go all the way around again. Well, this, okay, you know what? He was really close to the end. That could have been a lot worse. He could have went all the way around, technically. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so that like whistling sound you hear. So now he's like hidden the last of the pieces, and we have to find them. And this is also complete RNG. And you can get pieces really close together, or you can get like more along that. It's pretty manageable. Okay, cool. And also, like, some pieces are sometimes close together, but like as a runner, you kind of just learn like the volumes of the whistles, and then you just like know, like there can be one on top of the hill, but because I didn't get a super loud noise at the beginning, I knew that it was that piece instead. Okay, optimally, we want 2 pieces on the right, because then we only have to get 1 piece on the left, or we go all the way to the left and there's... Okay, there's no... Okay, or there's 1 piece here and 1 piece on the bridge, which are really close together, and that's also pretty good. Okay, we might get... Ah, it's all the way up there. I don't remember if I can reach it from here. You know, we're just gonna play it safe, and I'm gonna go up there. That's a pretty bad spawn.
Pepper, it's up to you now, good buddy. The town needs your help.
Can I get it from here? Oh, come on. Yeah, this is a really bad spawn. You really want them right next to each other. But, come on. There we go. Okay, and then see, this is where it saves time, because it's like mostly built already. And then that means we can just build this like super fast. Oh, that was good. We spawned at the same time. Okay, now would you know it? There's more RNG.
Can you hear me, Pepper?
So I've gotten pretty good with this. In recent runs, so hopefully this is Bricks or Taste, and you have to lead the cops here. You lead the cops with donuts, you lead the Brickster with pizza. Hopefully, okay, there's a cop right there. That's good, that's where we want him. I can just throw pizzas forever. It's ridiculous. Okay, I should probably do some stuff. Oh, come on. Here, where the Brickster over. These cops can be really bad, and like the Brickster will be right in front of him, and they won't get to him. So Yeah, let's just hope that doesn't happen. Okay, come on, come on. Be smart. Get the bricks, sir. Come on. I want to see you in my Stop! Why?
Brick, sir.
Oh my god, please. Is he... Okay. Okay. Bricks, sir. Cop, don't get stuck. Okay, that's fine. That was pretty solid.
Brilliant.
Okay, now it's time. This is probably my favorite part of the run. And it's time to race. It's probably the most exciting part of the run.
What just...
So here we have another building section. Okay, we got wheels off the start. It's pretty good. Let's see, where is it? Oh, that's that one. Or am I nope, I was wrong. Okay. There was one more building section after this, but it's by far a lot shorter. Okay, now it's time to race. There we go. To me, this is probably the funnest part for me.
Ladies
So,
and gentlemen,
this is
start your
pretty
engines, please,
easy
and
to win.
go!
There's only one thing that can go bad, and you'll see that in a bit. There'll be this big skeleton, and you would think that like you'll see some obstacles and you kind of just run into them and stop, but the skeleton actually kicks you off, and that loses a pretty significant amount of time. So I'm gonna play it safe, and if I think I'm even gonna get close to hit by the skeleton, I'm just going to slow down. Hopefully we can just go straight through every time, because that will save a bit of time. Okay, I don't know. Oh, come on. Well, at least you got an example, okay? At least you got an example of that. It's also hard to tell. Like, you can kind of tell the skeleton wasn't that close to me, but I still got kicked off. Okay, this will be good. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's not good. It's kind of hard to avoid because it's sometimes hard to tell. Like that last one was pretty close. But as long as we don't get kicked again, I think we'll be just fine. And then that's really the only last risky part of the run. After this, it's pretty smooth sailing. We got another race, but that race has like no hazards in it, or at least they're easy to avoid. That was super clean, that turn. So like, basically after this, the run was pretty easy, really. But there's nothing to really worry about after this. There's not a lot that can go wrong. Except for one thing, which I'll explain later, because it's a really... I say it's an interesting mechanic, but really it's just bad programming. But it's really easy to avoid, and I'll explain that when we get to it. Okay, no skeleton, no skeleton. Come on. I think I should just... Okay. You know what? That was the stupidest thing ever. That made me look like an idiot. That made me look so bad. I could have probably just ran straight through it. Oh, I've never done that before. I've never hit it twice in a row. I've gotten kicked by it once in a run. I've never hit it twice, and I've certainly never hit it twice that bad before. I should have just went for it. Okay, whatever. As long as everything else is solid, we should be... I don't know what the time is, but every single one I've ever done of this has been under 20 minutes, so hopefully we don't lose that streak. Okay, so now we go over here. We can click this far away and get to it. Come on. There we go. Okay, so if you this is a mechanic I was talking about before. If you skip a cutscene too fast, you just don't get the item and you basically can't do anything. Because this game is really well programmed. Oh, here's another roadblock I can just skip through. So I lose all my speed and I go through. Okay. This one is not as straightforward as the other one. Like you lose all your speed, then you go through, but that's how you clip through it.
Folks at the track say you
Okay,
have
now we just
everything
bring
under
this back.
control. See you at the
We're
garage.
getting to close to the end of the run. There's one more race, and then oh yeah, we also warp to. Oh, that was the wrong place. We also warp to places. Lifeguard man.
Hey, what's happening?
Okay, this build's pretty quick. So it's probably there's like just a lot less to say. Come on. There's just a lot less to scroll through. Okay. And then we can click this buoy over here. Instead of driving all the way to it, that saves time. Oh, you can build speed before the race, so this is gonna look really weird. Yeah, you just kind of jolt forward, and then the CPUs go crazy. It's pretty funny. Oh, I hit that dude. Okay, so this is the last race of the game. It's pretty easy because I'm not gonna get kicked by a skeleton twice in a row embarrassingly and lose like a minute. But, you know, it also makes it kind of boring. You can run into the sharks, and I think they, like, break apart. But, that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward, easy race. Oh, also, like, the things on the left and right, the thing on the right, I was, like, when I first played this, I thought, okay, that's gotta be a boost, because that makes sense, and I tried clicking it, and nothing would happen. But the thing on the right, it literally just shows you if you're going max speed or not. So, like, if the arrow's all the way red, you're going max speed. There's no, like, boost or anything, unfortunately. Okay. So after this, we warp to the hospital because it's way faster. Instead of like going all the way there, from the water, we can just warp.
Awesome!
And we have another situation of if I skip the cutscene too fast, the dude just doesn't give me the hat. So I'm gonna wait a bit. Okay, now skip. Now I got the hat. That's just how the game works. You skip a cutscene too fast, you don't get the item. And you're kind of... You're not...
Try to figure out your shortest route. It doesn't matter which order, just hurry.
But, like, it will waste a really good amount of time. Okay. Okay. That was fast. All we do is click on him and then mash space. I don't know how we saved him, but that's how it's done. And then, this one, another one. We lift this thing. Mash space. There, he's saved.
See you at the hospital.
Okay, time's coming up. It's kind of weird because it kind of just ends, but time, I'll just say it when it's coming up. It's really, really soon. Time. Yeah, it just ends. There's a cutscene, and it shows stuff, but times after that, well, someone just died. Well, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for the GGs, and also, go here.
Oh my, yes, your score.
Okay,
cube.
the race
When
didn't
you win a
count,
race
but that's
or
because
deliver a
I skipped the
pizza, you'll
cutscene
earn your break.
too late,
Whether you're
but
Pepper,
it doesn't
Mama,
really
or
matter,
Nick
'cause I did
and
the race.
rest, red is best. Blue is
I
second.
mean, it should be
yellow
all red,
third,
but like,
and with gray,
it doesn't matter
you
because
haven't even
I did
started
that. You
yet.
saw the race.
Enter a race or go
So
to
yeah,
the beach
that's
and
Pepper %.
hi, welcome back.
If
Come
I
on
have
in.
time, you can. I don't know. I just find this cutscene kind of funny.
I'm the pizza delivery dude, the dude with the food.
He's the dude with
Check
the
it
food.
out. Perfect angle. 45 degrees. 90 degrees. 45 degrees. I got more degrees than a thermometer. 10 degrees. More degrees than a professor. I'm a Mongo-footed Professor Narnar. 5 degrees and touchdown.
It's just what he says. I just find really funny.
He's hot.
And
That's
then
me.
and then the announcer doesn't elaborate. He just says, "Pepper, he's hot," and then he goes, "That's me," and that's it. Like, what does it mean? Okay, anyway, I just find that cutscene funny. That's it. That's Pepper %.